Why, in your opinion, have the students bought in the way they have?
Yeah, first of all, I mean, obviously, there's a difference between coming, and trying to have a winning season or versus building a program. So we all know the scoreboard's on every night, and we all understand the records and things like that. But we do have some clear objectives this first season. Nothing's more important than winning in this season. But we're trying to improve some things. We're trying to improve recruiting. We're trying to improve our attendance. We're trying to improve our in-game environment. We're trying to improve a lot of things around here. So, a lot of good things going on in our program right now, not just the wins and losses. In terms of the students buying in, I would tell you that we've worked at it. It's been an objective. I remember the day we took the job. It wasn't 30 minutes after the press conference that we weren't talking about in-game environment, relationships with students, whether it be some of our social media strategies. The wanted poster after every game would be one example of many, and just our interaction with social media with the students. A lot of really good, talented people here in the athletic department, from the administration, ticketing, marketing, social media, video production. So I would start by saying we've worked at it. It's a relationship that's important to us. Not a day goes by that we don't talk about our relationship with the students. Obviously, winning helps. We're at a program high winning streak right now in the Pavilion in terms of games won in a row. So I think that's no surprise when you win. It always helps your marketing efforts. I think the success of other sports here, timing's everything in life. And, it's no secret. It's just a pretty cool time to be at Ole Miss. What football's done, Coach Yo in women's basketball, baseball, the Olympic sports, there's just a lot of really good things going on campus right now, and I think we benefit from that.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, just on the theme of, home court advantage, and it kind of started with the student body. Was there kind of a moment in your career, just at any of your previous stops, where, you looked at it like this is where, it should start, especially with creating that home court advantage?
Yeah, absolutely. I remember as a player, there was always a difference in playing in a great environment, whether it be at home or road, versus, a non-sellout crowd. And then certainly in my coaching career, not only the teams we were coaching, but when I spent a lot of time on the road recruiting, going around and watching some of the best environments in high school and junior college and prep school basketball. And in the Division II days, we could live scout too. So I would go see some of our opponents play. And certainly our first head coaching job in 1999, I had a special athletic director there, Kevin Gundy, and we shared a vision for the program of trying to have a real home court advantage. And to do that, we created sellouts. It started with our students on campus and the other athletes that played sports there at Fort Scott. Our community really supported that team, and then it's just really been important to us. I think everywhere we've been, from Angelo State to McMurray to Little Rock to Seminole to Fort Scott, certainly at Texas Tech, really proud of what we built there. Certainly wasn't one person, but we were part of it. A lot of time and effort went into building what still is one of the best home court advantages in college basketball, in my opinion, is what Grant's got going on in Lubbock right now. And certainly we built it at Texas quickly, and happy for what Rodney's doing there. And but no, it's important to us. It's something we've always thought about. We spend real time thinking about it, and I think we do a good job creating home court advantages.
You have a feel for how TJ's doing?
You talking about Caldwell? Okay, yeah. I don't call him TJ much. So some positives this morning in terms of how it did from last night here, the swelling and stuff. TJ's put a lot of time in the training room, so I don't know what the correct word is, probable or possible or game day decision or whatever, but we got a lot of time between now and Saturday night. But he's made really good strides in the first 15 to 18 hours. I'm hoping he'll play.
Going into Saturday night, what have you seen from A&M this year that's going to be the game?
Yeah, Texas A&M is another really good SEC team, and what I would tell you about A&M, like all really good teams, is they have an identity. There's no doubt about it. They have a dynamic backcourt, including the leading scorer in our league, and so their ability to score quickly in different ways. But obviously Taylor's one of the best guards in college basketball. They've got other really good players as well, and I'm really impressed with their backcourt. Their identity, obviously, in my opinion, is rebounding. the best offensive rebounding team in college basketball, and that's not after 4 or 5 games or the non-conference. And we're sitting here, it's almost February. So when you say things like that now, this is proven. And so a great rebounding team. They get it from different positions. It's obviously the coaching staff does a great job with it because it shows up for them every single night. So I think A&M is a good team, well coached, obviously, but they really have an identity.
What is it going to take? 'Cause obviously, the defensive glass at the points has been a problem for this team. What is it going to take to kind of nullify that on Saturday?
Yeah, I don't know if we can nullify it, but we got to compete. And, I think it starts with an understanding of who A&M is and understanding what this game is going to entail. So it's no secret. It's not press conference talk. But if you don't block out, if you're not physical, if you don't get your share of 50-50 balls, if you don't pursue the basketball with 2 hands, if you don't have that discipline, possession after possession. One of the things that I've been really impressed with Texas A&M is, there'll be some teams that rebound with them for a couple of 4-minute games or for a segment or maybe even a half, but it's real. They're going to keep pounding at you. And so if you're going to compete with them on the backboards, it's got to be a 40-minute deal. It can't just be certain segments of the game that you hang your hat on. So, Buzz has done a great job with this team like he always does, but the rebounding is special.
Kind of see like Austin Nunez got a lot of minutes, the last game, especially with TJ going out, with alongside Brandon Murray. Just over these last, stretch of games and all that, are you kind of seeing Austin Nunez kind of run that own races like he likes to say with a bunch of young players? Yeah,
I thought Austin played well last night. In our program, there's going to be a relationship between how you practice and your game opportunity. It's not always a clear relationship. It's not how life works, but there's no denying if you practice well and you put in the time, opportunities coming, and normally sooner than later. So Austin had a good week of preparation, not just in team practice, but in the film room and individual work. So thought he was dialed in. He was a part of last night's game plan, regardless of TJ's situation. So it's good to see Austin play well. Again, Austin's a young player. It's his second year of playing BCS basketball. He did not get a full year last year at Arizona State because of some injury. So, a lot of season left for us, and I hope that last night was kind of a start for what Austin can continue to do for this team because we need him.
Kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier, just about athletic programs in general, you talked about from the moment you got here, just trying to do your part as a program, with alongside football and baseball, with basketball and other sports and all that. With the interactions that you've had with the guys leading these programs, whether it be Kiffin or Coach Yo or Coach Bianco with baseball, Coach moved from the national championship, is there anything surprising you're seeing this athletic program last couple of years kind of had the success that it's had? No
surprises because it starts at the top. When you understand who our chancellor is and his passion for Ole Miss, the university, and the enrollment and academics, athletics. So it starts at the top. You've heard it before. Administrations, they're the ones that kind of do this still. You hear it all the time. Administrations win championships. You can have some good players. You can have a good coach from time to time, but it's got to be from the top that, hey, this is important to us, and athletics is valued at Ole Miss. And certainly Keith, who's running the athletic department, has a vision. He has a plan. He has a day-to-day plan. He's really, really good. So it's not surprising to me that other programs are having success because we have great leadership. And ultimately, it gets into players. This is all about players. And so to get good players, you have to have a good product to recruit to. And Oxford, in my opinion, is one of, if not the best, college town in the country. Even our competitors don't disagree with that. You can slam a lot of things, but you can't slam Oxford. Our city it's just a really cool place to go to college and play college sports. We've got a great fan base. They show up every Saturday in the fall. We're building something here in basketball. We all know what they do for baseball in the spring. So, no, not surprising at all. Our job here was just to do our part in men's basketball. I think we're off to a good start. Appreciate you guys.